friends, in our daily lives we get to hear these things like I bought half a kilo bhindi, I ate 3/4 pizza, my child scored 90 out of 100. So what are these half, 3/4, 90 out of 100? Let's learn today these terms which are called as fractions. Welcome to my channel, friends. Everyone's favorite, let's learn some fractions looking at this pizza. So I have drawn a pizza. Don't mind my drawing, but just I have drawn it roughly. So this can be called as a one whole pizza, right? So we will write it as one pizza. If the same pizza, it's divided into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, right? And if a person eats this one part out of 4, so how do we represent it? The shaded portion, that is eaten portion, we can represent it as like 1 out of 4. So 1 being the portion of eaten, 4 being the total number of parts. Okay, and if the same pizza, if 2 parts are eaten, how do you represent it? It's like 2 out of 4. Okay, so 4 will always remain the same because 4 parts are there, and 2 will represent the number of portion it has been eaten, okay, or number of parts it has been eaten. If the same pizza, if the 3 parts are eaten, so we will represent it like 3 out of 4. And if I have to say all the entire pizza, it will obviously 4 out of 4. It is nothing but both 4 gets cancelled. The entire one whole pizza has been eaten. From the previous examples, so fraction is nothing but a part of a whole. That is a part of a whole. And how do we denote any fraction? It is in the form of a by b. So where a is called as a numerator and b is called as a denominator. Further can be divided into 3 main types. The first type is proper fraction, second type is improper fraction, third type is mixed fraction. So further, to understand proper fraction, just remember this is the way it is denoted, right? Fraction can be denoted by numerator and denominator. If the numerator is smaller than the denominator, we call it as a proper fraction. Example would be 2 by 3. And if the same the fraction when denoted by numerator by denominator, if numerator is greater than the denominator, we call it as an improper fraction. The example for it would be 5 upon 2. Okay, so mixed fraction is nothing but it is a mix, because mixed fraction is a mix of a whole number and an improper fraction, proper fraction. Okay, so for example of it would be 3.5. Of fractions are given. Looking at them, we can divide them into 2 main kinds, like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions are the fractions when all the denominators of those fractions are all similar or same. See, look at the example here. All the denominators represent 2, right? So now these are the set of like fractions. Same way, unlike fractions, you can see all the denominators are different. So these are called as unlike. The name says it. So like means all are like, denominators are like they look alike. But whereas unlike, all the denominators are different. They are unlike. Comes the unit fraction. Unit meaning 1, right? So basically unit fractions are the fraction where the value of the numerator will always be 1. So you can take any example here. So 1 by 2, 1 by 10, 1 by 20, 1 by 55. So all the numerators represent 1, right? So that's why these are called as unit fractions. Fraction is called as equivalent fraction. Equivalent, the name suggests that they are equal, right? So let's take an example 2 by 5. So here, what is the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5? It is something that if we multiply with the numerator, same thing has to be done with the denominator as well. Why it is said as equal? You can see that the both numerator and denominator 5, it will cancel out and still the 2 by 5 remains. So when we further simplify it, 5 2s are 10 and 5 5s are 25. So we can say that 2 by 5 is equivalent to 10 by 25. Always get the equivalent fractions by multiplying a number with the numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay, you can get as many as equivalent fractions as you want. Multiplied equivalent fraction can also be derived by dividing. So numerator and denominator, we can further divide it like with the same number. If I divide it by 5, the same thing has to be done for the numerator also. So the value does not change. So here 100 by 5 will give me 20. Okay, and 25 by 5 will give me 5. So this is the, we can say that 100 by 25 is equivalent fraction to 20 by 5. If a fraction is called a decimal fraction. Decimal fraction is any fraction with the denominator as 10 or a multiple of 10. So let me take some more examples. Let it be 25 by 100 or 15 by 1000. So these are some examples of the decimal fraction. So fraction is called as a vulgar fraction. So this is just the opposite of decimal fraction, where the denominator should not be a 10 or a multiple of 10. The examples of vulgar fractions would be 1 by 2, 3 by 6, 9 upon 18, 27 upon 54. Anytime you come across this question looking at these two fractions, that tell me whichever is the greater one. Is it possible just looking at them to tell which is greater? It's not, right? It's not that easy. So whenever you come across any two fractions and you're supposed to find out which is the greater fraction, there is a method. It's called as a cross multiplication. So let us look at these examples. So first thing is multiply with the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. So I'm keeping it 2 into 8. We get the answer as 16. And second thing to do is the cross multiply with this and this, like that is the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. So I will keep it as 5 into 5 as 25. So you can easily make out which is the greater one, right? So of course 25 is the greater than 16. So how do you represent 25 is greater than 16, but 25 we always consider as a, this is a second arrow mark. Second arrow mark, we can say that second one is the greater one. The first one represents the first part, the second one represents the second part. Since the second part is greater, we can say that 5 by 8 is greater than 2 by 5.